My parents asked me to choose between N30 billion for the down payment and N21 500 per month for living expenses. I chose the N21 500 per month for living expenses without hesitation. I didn't panic, but my second generation roommate went crazy. In my previous life, after I chose to inherit N30 billion, my roommate embezzled my family trust and invited the whole class to Macau casino. N30 billion was squandered overnight. The family business went bankrupt. My father had a heart attack and passed away in anger. I asked my roommate to pay him back, but he hid behind my girlfriend with an aggrieved look on his face. Brother Wu Chen, you can't put the blame on me because the family is bankrupt. My girlfriend even kicked me away. Wu Chen, it was obviously you who was squandering money and addicted to gambling, and you actually framed Lin Fan. Are you shameless? When I was about to go to a private detective to investigate, I was hit by the squad leader Jia Hao's car. My girlfriend and the whole class testified for him, insisting that it was me who deliberately touched the porcelain. Then I opened my eyes again. I went back to the days when I chose to inherit the family property. Classmates, let's go to Aocheng before graduation. I paid all the expenses. Lin Fan's words shocked me all over. The pain of broken bones seemed to have not completely subsided. As soon as Lin Fan said this, the whole class cheered. Lin Fan is awesome. He is indeed the second generation of rich people. They have already gone to Aocheng. How can we not go to Aocheng Casino? I saw it every day in the advertisement. I haven't been there yet. Lin Fan smiled brightly. Okay, then we will go to Aocheng Casino. He looked at me and walked to me. Brother Wu Chen, I heard that your Wu family is the VIP of the casino. Can you borrow a VIP card so that the students can enjoy the top service? My whole face turned cold. The tragedy of the previous family's collapse all started when Lin Fan asked me to borrow a card. I mechanically reached for my school bag and touched the cold metal card with my fingertips. I held it tightly. Seeing that I didn't respond, Lin Fan smiled and hooked his arm around my neck. Brother Wu Chen, I'll lend it to everyone and I won't lose a piece of flesh. Sorry, that card belongs to my father. I can't lend it out casually. Hearing my words, Lin Fan showed displeasure. Anyway, sooner or later, you will inherit your father's company. Why are the family divided so lightly? Liu Ruyan snatched my school bag and poured out all my things. Then he gave my gold card to Lin Fan. Oh, isn't this the VIP card? Just take it and use it. When Lin Fan took it, he groped Liu Ruyan's hand in a meaningful way. Ruyan was still sensible. Wu Kenge, you still need to learn more from your sister-in-law. Suddenly her eyes lit up and she stared at the game console on the ground. Isn't this the latest game console? I heard that they were all sold out. I haven't been able to grab it. Liu Ruyan noticed Lin Fan's longing gaze and bent down to pick up the game console and stuffed it into Lin Fan's arms. You can play with it too. Wu Chen has long been tired of playing anyway. Thank you, Ruyan. I frowned and snatched my game console and VIP card. Sorry, I don't see them. Liu Ruyan suddenly showed a look of anger in her head. Wu Ken, when did you become so stingy? I was stingy. I looked back angrily and slapped her on the face. Her wide eyes were filled with disbelief. Wu Chen, how dare you hit me? I shook off my numb palm and sneered, this slap will teach you about propriety. What qualifications do you have to give away my things to others? The classroom exploded instantly. Wu Chen, are you crazy? You are just a game machine. As for you, even your own girlfriend is willing to hit me. I am amazing. Lin Fan hurriedly helped Liu Ruyan and turned to glare at me. Wu Chen Ruyan is also doing it for everyone's good. What is your attitude? I bent down to pick up the scattered items and slowly stuffed the VIP card into my pocket. My attitude was very clear. Miss Liu Ruyan suddenly broke away from Lin Fan's hand and rushed over. Wu Chen, please return the card to Lin Fan immediately. And apologize to us or else we will break up. I don't want my boyfriend to be such a narrow-minded person. Who should I give it to? It's already mine. Then I put a smile on my lips. Since you want to break up, okay, you just saved the breakup fee. This sentence is like poking a hornet's nest. Liu Ruyan's whole body is shaking. You think I care about your money? I don't care about it. I raised my eyebrows and looked at the Cartier watch on his wrist. Then returned the birthday gift I gave you last week. His face instantly turned pale and he subconsciously covered his watch. The expressions of the classmates around him immediately became subtle. The monitor, Jahao, suddenly slapped the table with an angry face and stood up. Wu Chen, you are too selfish. Lin Fan kindly invited everyone to go to Aocheng. You can't think about the collective. Even if you put on a good-spoken look, you will be revealed at the critical moment. I looked around. In my previous life, they were in the court. They said in unison, I committed suicide. Lin Fan invited you to go to Aocheng. Why are you looking for him? Why are you looking for me? Lin Fan stood up again. We can use your VIP card. Then we can spend all our money in the casino. Will you upgrade your VIP level? This is a good thing that kills two birds with one stone. Liu Ruyan snuggled next to Lin Fan. The pain in her face seemed to have disappeared. You are still considerate. Wu Chen has gone so far. Are you still thinking about him? Since you all want to go to Macau so much, I slowly pulled out a card from my wallet and let it be lent to you. Lin Fan's eyes lit up and he reached for it. I turned my wrist and revealed that the card was all fake. It's a school meal card. You're kidding me. Lin Fan's face turned pale. Each other, aren't you kidnapping me morally? I stuck my rice in a paper towel and turned it around. Liu Ruyan suddenly grabbed the chalk box on the podium and threw it at me. Wu Chen, I am blind to be with you. I sidestepped and the chalk was scattered on the ground. When Lin Fan saw that I refused to hand over the VIP card, his face instantly darkened. He winked at the classmates around him. Several boys immediately surrounded me. Wu Chen, don't be shameless. Lin Fan lowered his voice. My eyes were dark and I sneered. It's just a card. Why do you have to make such an ugly scene? If you can't borrow it, get ready to grab it. We just want you to wake up. Jia Hao suddenly pushed me from behind. I staggered a few steps and hit the desk. My school bag fell to the ground. Several boys took the opportunity to kick away my textbooks. One of them deliberately stepped on my game console. The screen cracked with a crack. What are you doing? Brother Wu Chen, don't be so stingy. I stood up suddenly, but my shoulders were pressed hard. Brother Wu Chen, don't be so stingy. We are all classmates. Why don't you borrow a card? Lin Fan smiled hypocritically and reached out to touch my pocket. I slapped his hand away and told him to get out of here. This angered Lin Fan completely. His face darkened and he grabbed me by the collar. He toasted me and refused to eat. He was punished with a drink. Not only did the students around him not stop him, but they booed him and beat him. He is rich. What are you pretending to be? Isn't it just a bad card? Lin Fan saw that I refused to give in and punched me in the face. I ducked and grabbed his wrist with my backhand and twisted it hard. He screamed in pain. Staggering back, Liu Ruyan saw this and screamed, Wu Chen, how dare you do it? He rushed up and tried to grab my face. I pushed him away and quickly took out my phone from my pocket, calling the police directly. Comrade police, I was on the 3rd floor of the Renjian University teaching building. Someone robbed and beat someone. Liu Ruyan's face changed drastically and he rushed over. Are you crazy? He snatched my phone and threw it directly out the window. The classroom was silent for a second, but to their surprise, within 10 minutes, the siren sounded. There was a sound downstairs. The policeman on guard looked around and asked who called the police. I raised my hand. It was me. They snatched my things and threw my phone. The policeman looked at the items scattered on the ground, then at my cracked game console and the broken phone outside the window. He frowned. What's going on? Lin Fan immediately pretended to be innocent. Uncle Policeman, misunderstanding. We were just joking, the policeman sneered. Liu Ruyan quickly agreed. Yes, it's just a joke between classmates. Other classmates also testified one after another. I swept around the corpses coldly. This group of people was exactly the same as those who had falsely testified in the previous life. They threw mobile phones and beat people. This is called a joke. Counselor Zhang Weng's son came over. What should I do? Things happen like this in school. The police briefly explained the situation. After hearing this, Lao Zhang glared at Lin Fan. It's you again. Lin Fan still wanted to quibble, but the evidence was conclusive. In the end, under the mediation of the police, Lin Fan and Liu Ruyan had to compensate for my mobile phone and game console and apologize in public. When walking out of the office, Liu Ruyan lowered his voice. Wu Chen, please wait. I looked at her twisted expression and suddenly smiled. Okay, I waited. When I went back to the dormitory to pack my things, I felt that my things had been disturbed. But nothing was missing, so I didn't care. As soon as I walked out of school, a black Maybach parked in front of me. Master Wu, I have something important and I need you to go home. The network manager didn't let me speak and dragged me directly into the car. At night, my father pushed 2 documents in front of me. Wu Chen, this is your last chance to choose. 30 billion funds have been deposited in your Zurich bank card. As long as you sign, you can use the money to take over the family business. Or you can choose the living expenses of 1,500 yuan per month. I chose the living expenses of 1,500 yuan per month. I decisively pulled out the document of 1,500 yuan per month and signed my name. My father stood up suddenly. You are crazy. I looked at my father and smiled. I am still too young and inexperienced in the world. I'm afraid that I cannot control such a huge fund of 30 billion. Besides, father, you are strong now. I can still practice for a few more years. My father looked at me and did not speak for a long time. Since you chose 1,500, you can't get even a dime more every month except for this one, 500. Have you thought about it? I nodded. Seeing me nodding to confirm, my father could only say coldly, Lao Wang, please freeze Wu Chen's Zurich bank card. The next day, I threw the 2 fake cards that Lin Fan replaced into the trash can. Following Lin Fan and the others, they came to Aocheng. The lobby manager trotted all the way to me. Mr. Wu, why are you here alone this time? I heard that several of my classmates are here to play. Let me come over to see. This morning, there was indeed a group of young people coming to play. It turned out to be Mr. Wu's classmates. I told them to entertain them well. The manager nodded repeatedly. I waved my hand. It's okay. Take me to see. The manager smiled and stuffed 10 chips into my hand. He deliberately lengthened his voice and said, Master Wu, you can play with it first. These chips are considered to be gifts from me. Okay. I tossed the chips in my hand. This one is equivalent to 100 yuan. I smiled and got hard. As soon as I stepped into the casino hall, someone at Lin Fan's table noticed me. Yo, isn't this Master Wu? Why, now I have figured out how to join us. I wish I had borrowed my VIP card earlier. Now that Baba is following me, he must be regretting it. He yelled back cutting, and I will reward you with a few horses for fun. He must have been jealous when we played. Now I know that I am with the right person. It is late. I sat down at the Zhanglin gambling table slowly. Hequan was about to deal the cards. Lin Fan suddenly kicked off his chair and came over. Pretending to be aloof, he shouted, back cutting. I will reward you with a few horses for fun. He dropped a pile of chips and smashed them on my table. The casino manager was about to come. I raised my hand to stop him and gently pushed the chip away with my fingertips. Lin Fan, do you know why casinos have carpets? Anti-slip. Lest anyone say that when my legs were weak and I knelt down, my knees hurt too much. The entire VIP hall was suddenly quiet. Lin Fan's face was instantly livid. The classmates behind him were still holding champagne in celebration. The foam was lying down comically along the wall of the cup. The crystal chandelier illuminated the casino hall like daylight. The chips on my fingertips reflected an icy light under the light. Suddenly, lamentations came one after another from the next table. A mountain of chips in front of 40 classmates. It was collapsing at a speed visible to the naked eye. We lost again. The sports committee member pounded the table hard. Liu Ruyan looked at the only 10 chips in my hand, took Lin Fan's arm and laughed. Let's do this. Afan, you play with Wu Chen and lose a few chips to Wu Chen, then she can play for a while. Without waiting for my consent, Lin Fan sat down opposite me. What do you want to play? Blackjack. Just keep it simple. Okay, but playing one by one is too slow. Just shrink it. I pushed out the only 10 chips at hand. Okay. Lin Fan and I reached out and pushed out our own chips. Just before starting, I caught a glimpse of Lin Fan quietly stuffing a card into Heguan's hand. I smiled and said nothing. Heguan began to deal the cards. Each person had 2 cards. Lin Fan turned over the first card, which was the Ace of Spades. Lin Fan showed an imperceptible smile. It was obvious that this card was within her expectation. She turned over the second card, the King of Spades, and smiled happily. She is full because the Ace of Spades can be counted as 1 point or 11 points. It is up to the player to decide. I looked at the 2 unturned cards in front of me and spoke lightly. Lin Fan also chuckled at me. Cards. Heguan dealt me the third card, and I still didn't look at it. Replenishing cards. At this time, people around him couldn't hold it anymore. Lin Fan shook his head and cried and laughed. Is this kid crazy? He replenished 2 cards in a row. He was not afraid of exploding. Wu Chen, this is not playing landlord. What's the use of having so many cards? He stood aside with energy. He also broke into a cold sweat for me. Replenishing cards. This guy is crazy. He replenished 3 cards in a row. I suggest you get him a copy of the rules of blackjack. I ignored them. Look at Lin Fan. Open the cards. Open your eyes and see clearly. I am sure to win this one. Lin Fan turned over the cards in his hand. There was a K of Spades and an Ace of Spades. It was exactly blackjack. Lin Fan definitely won this hand. He is still the biggest black prince. Now you have lost even your pants. Go out and don't say it was us who moved it. Embarrassing. I shrugged. I turned over the cards in my hand. 3 2s and 2 3s. The total is only a pitiful 12 points. But everyone was stunned, because these 5 cards in my hand are the smallest cards, but together they are 5 stars.